In this video, we'll explore simple DIY fuzz circuits that add some grit to your synth sounds. I have two circuits. The first is this one. You can see that. This is a little LM386 audio amplifier. These are cheap amplifiers designed for small radios, playback devices, etc. You can get these on eBay, Amazon, and they're really cheap. So we can abuse these little amplifiers. Obviously we need to do a little bit of soldering. It doesn't come with the jacks. Add a battery clip, 2 jacks, has a little potentiometer. We'll have a look at that in a second. The second one is this. You can see that. So this is a little fuzz circuit. So it's based on a schematic available on the homewrecker.com website, and it's called the Bass Fuzz. Rather than bass fuzz, it's bass fuss. Fuss, F-U-S-S. So I've simplified this a little bit from the circuit on the website, and I've changed a couple of the components for fun. And then here, this is a dual mono version that I made just again for fun. Same circuit design for the fuzz, but I bought a little passive volume and tone stack again from eBay, a couple of pounds, soldered some jacks in, so we'll have a look at that in a moment. So here's the LM386 audio amplifier hooked up, 9-volt battery. Because it's an open circuit, as far as it's exposed, I'm not plugging it into mains. Keeps it nice and safe. Alright, we have a stupidly bright red light that shows that it's on, and just beside that we have a potentiometer where we can give it a little bit more gain if we want. However, we'll have a listen to it where it's sitting at the moment. So we have our dry signal. And then we have our LM386. Got a nice little fuzz on it. We'll blend the two together. And then let's add that special sauce. So we've got the delay from the MIDI verb, reverb from the MIDI verb. So it's a MIDI verb, sorry, microverb 4 and a microverb 3. And just the distortion. And back to the clean. Okay. So this is my little Bass Fuss circuit from the homewrecker.com website. So you may not be able to see it, but because of the big bright blue light, but I just replaced the diode with a blue diode just for the fun of it. I took away the volume control just so I can use the volume that comes from there, and the fader on the desk, keep it simple. So we have our normal clean sound, or clean tone, which is this. And then we have our fuzzy tones. And then a blend of the two together. Clean. Fuzz. And let's change a little bit of this, just see if we can get it a bit more clean. Fuzzed. Add some special sauce. and just the fuzz. And then take the volume down a little bit. There you have it. Lastly then, this little one, which is the dual mono version. I'm just going to run it in mono, but we're going to go through this little volume and tone stack. I think it's a volume, a treble, and a bass. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's how we operate that. So again, our little dry sound, we have and then once we start to add in our fuzz, let me just make sure we've got a good level coming back. There we go. So, yes, so here's the volume. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but this little blue LED is lighting up as the signal passes through the circuit. This is part of the actual fuzz where the diode clips. So I think this is bass. Let's give some more bass. There we go. And then this should be the treble. Let's take the bass away. Now these are passive, so it's a subtractive EQ, so we can't add any frequencies. We can just remove bass or let it be normal, or we can take away treble. There you can probably see the blue light now coming out when we get a full signal going through. So then we add that with our dry source, which is this. That's our dry sound. Our fuzz. And then obviously we need the special sauce. No dry sound, just fuzz. Take away the bass, take away the treble, we'll just get mids. Add a little bit more treble, bring the bass back, and the volume down. So there you have it. A few little cheap, easily made circuits. Look on the internet, there's people out there that can show you how to build these things better than I could. But yeah, hours of fun building circuits, tweaking them, and then using them with your own little setups. Hope you enjoy.